Please tell the jury, did you kill Frank Goodman?
No, I did not.
BJ, I'd like you to go back to the night of August 10th. You and Frank went out to the desert, is that correct?
Yes.
Why?
I was afraid for my mother in Cruz Castillo. Frank had them captive at a slaughterhouse that was scheduled for demolition that morning. I was trying to bargain with him to save their lives.
Objection, immaterial. I'll allow it.
BJ, when you say bargain, what do you mean by that?
I told Frank that I would go away with him if he would let me see my mom and Cruz.
Did Frank take you to the slaughterhouse?
Objection, irrelevant and immaterial.
Your Honor, I'm trying to set up the events leading to Frank Goodman's death.
I know what you're trying to do, Counselor, and you're running out of latitude. I will allow the witness to answer the question, but please, let's go.
Did Frank take you to see your mother and Cruz?
Yes. He even left us alone, or at least I thought he had. I told them that I was going away with Frank, and that once we were out of Santa Barbara, he would call and tell the police where they could be found. But he overheard me say that I was going to escape as soon as I knew they were safe. So when we got out to the desert, he refused to make the call.
Your Honor, I think I've cooperated here by not objecting to this line of questioning, but it's gone too far. This is irrelevant and immaterial.
Is that your objection, Mr. Arnold?
Yes. I move that the court instruct defense counsel to move to a relevant line of questioning and to get to the point.
Counselor, you started out in the desert. Do you suppose we might be able to get back there anytime soon?
I'm on my way, Your Honor.
Good.
BJ, when you arrived in the desert with Frank, and Frank refused to make that call, weren't you afraid for your life?
I didn't have time to think about that. I was too worried for my mom's safety.
Objection, non-responsive. Question calls for a yes or no answer.
Sustained.
BJ?
The jury will disregard the witness's answer.
Excuse me, Your Honor. BJ, yes or no? Were you afraid for your life?
Yes.
When did you know that your mother and Cruz were all right?
Well, I heard a news bulletin come over the radio that my dad had found them on his own.
Your dad, that would be Detective Reese Walker?
Yes. I knew that he had rescued Cruz, but the radio station went out before I knew anything about my mom. I didn't even know she was alive until she and my dad came to the bungalow where Frank had taken me.
Was Frank in the bungalow with you when your parents arrived?
Yes, but he escaped before everybody came in.
Everybody?
Yes, Warren Lockridge, my brother Sawyer, were also with my mom and dad.
When everyone saw that you were all right, that you were safe, did they all go out after Frank?
Yes.
All at once?
No. Sawyer went out first, and then when they realized that he was out there all by himself, my dad and Warren went out after him. My mom stayed with me for a while, and then she left too.
But you didn't go with her, is that correct?
Yes.
Why not, BJ?
She told me to stay in the bungalow and that they would come back for me.
Did you ever have a doubt that your parents would be unable to capture Frank?
No, of course not. They're trained police officers. I knew they could catch him.
Did you still feel that you were in any danger at all?
No. As far as I was concerned, I was out of danger at that point. I had no reason to fear Frank.
So, in other words, when you were left alone in the bungalow, all you knew were that your parents were about to arrest Frank.
Yes.
So there was no reason at all for you to go out into the desert. There was no reason at all for you to go out into the pitch darkness. There was absolutely no reason at all for you to go out and try to kill Frank Goodman.